Universities and Web3. These are the top 5 things that we think you should know.
That's right, and we have a special gift for you. If you are looking to build an e-learning program or online course, we're gonna teach you how to do it in 90 days or less and save you $10,000 or 10 Ethereums in the process. Just sign up for our free masterclass right below this video. Let's dive into those 5 reasons.
The first reason, we do not want to sleep on blockchain clubs. In October of last year, I got to travel to 8 different universities across the US to talk to students about building careers in Web3. The way we connected with these students was by liaising with blockchain clubs. And basically a blockchain club is what it sounds like. It's a group of students who get together and learn about blockchains. What they do is they go through in-depth education sessions, they bring in subject matter experts from the outside, and many of them are actually already working on their first Web3 project.
So universities, colleges, your students are already creating clubs. They're already teaching themselves. This is perfect example why you need to start adding to your curriculum Web3 and crypto courses. It's like building an internet company in the early to mid 90s. You need to help your students learn about the future of the internet and the financial system. That might be a bullish thing for me to say though.
That is a big statement for you to make. But the key takeaway is the students are building at these blockchain clubs now. Universities, if you don't attain them and attract them to stay at the university, they might launch a project and leave before they graduate with a degree.
And you should be helping your students, give them as many opportunities as possible to make additional income streams for themselves, which is the second point here, is you can be empowering your students to create a job or a company or a technology for themselves to work on when they graduate.
And when it comes to Web3, there are just so many different ways that you can create income streams. For the first time ever in history, Web3 has blockchain technology, and blockchain integrates at its native layer an economic protocol into a value transfer protocol that is a blockchain network. So when we can embed new economic protocols, we can create new ways to share and build value. So a lot of students can come up with 5, 7, 8 different types of income streams. You can act as a moderator for an online community. You can participate in airdrops, which are when tokens are given to wallets to help incentivize new users to use those network activities. You can participate in decentralized finance protocols where you can lend out your crypto and earn interest from people who borrow it. You can create a new company. You can write. You can take any of your talents and apply them to this space, because ultimately, Web3 is an industry that is brand new. Bitcoin and blockchain has only been around since 2009. So if you've been studying and researching blockchain, crypto, Web3 for only 6 months, you're already a subject matter and an expert in a field that is barely even 14 years old.
That's crazy. So you should be not only teaching your students about the opportunities in Web3 and crypto, you should also help incubate their ideas so that they have some help in their pursuits of being a moderator, DeFi, company, and airdrop.
You can do all of this.
All of these.
Plus build a company. And this is what we mean when we say incubate. A student comes to you with an idea for building a new decentralized platform that's gonna help change the world. Are they gonna make the next Amazon? Maybe, maybe not. But when you incubate a project, you give somebody who's young, hungry, dedicated, driven, determined, smart, all these great qualities that you want in a founder, and you take their idea, you provide them with financial resources, you provide them with technical resources, provide them with marketing resources, any sort of help that you and your network can leverage. You want to provide it, because this project that this student is talking to you about today just could be the next big thing in 3 or 4 years.
Exactly, and don't you want that new building at your university to be funded by that student that has done so well in Web3 and crypto that is completely funded by Ethereum? I don't know, if I was a university, I think I'd want that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I would also want to put that certificate on the blockchain.
Exactly, and that brings us to number 4 prepping students for jobs in Web3. Tell us about that. How many jobs are there?
As I just mentioned, this field is 14 years old and it's growing more and more and more. We're starting to see the institutionalization of these assets and these networks being added to large-scale enterprise, banks, you name it, they're looking at it. We just also mentioned that with 6 months knowledge, you become a subject matter expert in a field that is just so nascent. So when you prepare your students, you're giving them the experience that many of us might be getting right now as we're learning during our careers or learning to make a change to a new career. Students are learning at the very same exact time as us. And guess what? When they graduate from school, if they've been studying crypto for 6 months and you have been studying crypto for 6 months, you're both on the same playing field.
And really what you're doing with all of this is you are creating not only the minds of the future, but you are creating a workforce that is going to be so successful because they are on the cutting edge of a new industry that you are going to stand out as a university, which is going to attract more students, and you're going to help yourself with funding in the long term.
Just like MIT is known for robotics and University of Miami is known for law, when you embrace this brand new industry, you're really carving out a niche to bring your name to a new stage and a new level that already isn't out there with other universities.
And if you are ready to do all of that in an online fashion, we have a gift for you that's going to help you build your first e-learning program or online course in 90 days or less and save $10,000 in the process. We have a free masterclass for you linked right below this video. And
don't forget to like and subscribe.